So, and the whirling axes for the mischance. What that tells me is, unless HR snowballs the lanes like they did in the first game, I think it's going to be quite difficult for them to play the game of Dota2, because if they win both side lanes on the side of VP and this Leshrac has a decent game, like he doesn't have to win, but has a decent game, those towers are going to get barreled down by this Troll Warlord Leshrac. So that's what I'm looking out for. And what I love about this is I either get to say I'm right or I can say Blitz got lucky.
Fair enough. And yeah, I kind of share similar sentiments here. If HR don't have a good laning phase, you'd think they'd want to fall back on their tremendous power in team fights, but your supports do have to get up to that level 6 mark at some point to be able to make it happen. And if VP can continue immense pressure, it would be a significant thing for them. Funnick on the Pango. Running back and away. The new axes, one more auto attack, but he has the regen. He pops the wand, and it is just enough for him to survive.
He has a stick level 1. Oh, I did not notice the stick. That made all the difference there. I like to go stick level 1 on offlaners against Troll. He almost always spams those whirling axes, so pretty value there. But that not ideal, the fact that he has to go back to base. How many bounty runes will VP manage to scoop up? Looks like we're going to have a click battle in the bottom lane.
Looks like it could be 3-1.
It's going to be 4-0.
Oh, unless that rune, is swapped over. That means 4-0 start.
Well, Rogers taking almost all of his health and damage as well. He's going to have to go to base if he doesn't want to salve. I was already concerned about the top lane for Hellraisers, and this does not change my mind.
Yeah, but Funnick looks so cool, Barry, surviving there.
That was good. that could have been an utter disaster. Let's be very clear about that.
So you're right. With that, the position they're in means that the economy advantage will tip the way of Virtus.pro just by a bit, but every little bit does matter. Oh my gosh!
He misses the snipe on the creep top. Funnick trying to get that last hit with the swashbuckle. So that's not a good start for them top. He's just going to cut, knowing that this lane is not at all contestable, and that Oracle Q is quite annoying for when you're trying to drag the creeps. A lot of damage coming out.
Yeah, the damage from all the creeps stacking on and doing all that right click certainly can add up.
A bit odd that he went for the stick if his plan is to just cut the creeps, because that means nobody's going to be there.
True. And meanwhile, bottom lane, Miposhka was able to snipe down the Weaver's courier. Maybe Weaver just getting a bit overexcited with the positioning, didn't quite keep track of where the courier was, but either way, Disruptor will pick up that one. Funnick is able to get the creep pull all the way under the tower for himself. And for mid lane, the Lesh matchup is at 5. At the moment, Ducasani's 3. But, TA will need a little bit of time to kind of keep fighting forward. Blitz was saying that the first stun is the most critical one.
Gets the range creep deny. Really good job to... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
Hey, he used the creep aggro there to take the melee creeps off of his own range, so the TA thought his attack would do enough damage, and then the creep stopped attacking it, so then he got the deny. So that was really cool. One of the best creep aggro abusers in the entire lane, or entire world, excuse me.
Q flies out, but the Icarus dive is there from Roger, so he doesn't get locked in spot. And, even just the Oracle 1 support is doing a nice job babysitting, which is typically one of his weaker traits by what most people say, is how he's able to kind of just fend off in the lane. But in this matchup, he's doing all right for now.
Yeah, Troll's just one of the strongest laning carries. We saw it first round ban in both of the first 2 games of this series, so clearly either it's just VP or both teams value this hero quite highly. No dive for 5 seconds. Going to have the whirling axes range, but he's not going to get in position, as Funnick did deny a few creeps as he dragged him to his... Oh, no, he just delayed them. They're coming. But as bottom, we might see a first blood. No passive from the Weaver, so he doesn't get the second attack.
I'm also watching top. Roger
a lot of shenanigans going on here.
Continuing to dive away from Solo. Solo does have just 1 level into that Purifying
Courier
Flames.
Delivery, special delivery courier.
Hi there. How's it going, little penguin? Thank
How does
you
the
very
bird
much.
just kill the other bird? That's like the murder version of cannibalism. What do you think about that, Dakota?
He dropped an egg, so where 1 life's gone, another one's born.
Okay, he replenished it. Yeah,
so,
okay. You know what?
It works out.
That's the cycle of life.
Exactly. And now Roger will finally TP out. A long-winded chase by Solo there. We must be going with some serious shenanigans. Nick's tipping Resolution on the bottom. As Rezo, 9-3 CS game right here to the Rickies 13-5. We were expecting that Rezo should be able to have a pretty good time coasting through with the CS, given that the Disruptor is not able to be a big threat at all.
Yeah, the fact that mid lane's going the way it is of deep concern to me, because we see the Pangolier sitting at 4 CS. Yes, the Phoenix has some, so that's good. Effectively sitting at 10 CS as an off-lane duo, but Oracle does snipe that big creep. The value coming out there. That's like a 100 gold swing. 1K net worth advantage already to VP. Exactly what I was afraid of. Might actually happen one of these games.
Those 4
Stun
bounties early
hits
on helping.
the TA. DD rune might have to go for that deny. Oh, he's going to take the edict.
Oh.
Okay, both players. Does get the DD on TA. Has the slight level advantage, but Les should hit level 5 here, which he does. About even. Troll absolute free farm top, though. Big wave here.
Oh, yeah.
Good deep push, though. He did use Swash.
And
they fought the wave, but he did accidentally draw tower aggro on IL2W. Got to work on that mechanic for himself there.
And not going to get really any tower damage off, but there's a new wave here. 3 range creeps. And get some decent damage off onto the troll.
Nice denies. Nice denies on the range creeps there.
Denying
up.
squawk.
That's actually a very appropriate squawk there.
Very nice. Oh, but all's calm right now. We're going to be getting at about 5 minutes now without a first blood shed yet. And the bounty runes come out.
Now, no real kill combos in the supports. We have an Oracle Weaver on one side and a Disruptor Phoenix on the other. I think that kind of explains why we have no kills just yet.
Yeah, just harassment on each side. A little bit of flirting here. Bottom Zayach.
Oh, nice overwhelming odds. Hits 2 of them there.
Yeah, good amount of damage, plus the bugs will be super annoying.
I like this Legion build a lot. Who cares about movement speed in this lane? You're just trading with the Ricky. Has the Buckler at the level 1. Goes for the Bracer plus the Glove of Haste first. Going for treads. Resolution doing a good job bottom when off lane's been a little bit rough this patch for most heroes that aren't like the Centaurs as well as the
top
Mars.
lane. Potential trouble here. I think we saw our first blood. Phonics able to secure it.
He's
Him
already
and Roger get a
Net.
lot of damage.
Net.
Now, can he
Net.
take him down? Axes.
Net.
Whirling.
Of X? Yeah, a net? Dude, I'd be like, net? A
Not
14% chance doesn't work there.
The 14% meme just isn't strong as the 17%.
Yeah, honestly, if it was 17, he would have gotten at least 3.
All right,
Percent more damage.
Agent Weaver here in the mid lane. Zayach thinking about sweeping in from behind. We have 3 Virtus.pro members pulling focus here. Seeing if maybe they can catch this TA. Hey, how's it going? Here goes Zayach
nice glimpse.
moving in, but as you said, the glimpse back onto no one means he has to go extra far to try to help out. The stun
anyway,
will find connection, and because of that, he could just edict burst down the rest of this TA. Makes it a worthy trade for VP, but have I spoken too soon? No, I have not.
He's killing everybody.
Oh my good God. Funnick runs in but gets blasted from behind with the assistance from the Oracle.
Wow. Yeah, Leshrac against TA, as long as you're not too scared to walk up on top of her, that edict shreds the refraction charges and thus shreds her.
A cute effort from the Disruptor
No dive
to
for
fend
10.
them off, but they are going to dive on the side of Virtus.pro for the bird and easily finish off Roger.
TA might die again.
No one's here. He's got a killing spree now. Not feeling as
trap.
confident yet until Zayach does step in.
TA?
Oh, and they turn it around. If they get the secondary takedown,
Oh,
that
the
would feel
disarm.
great. But my God, with Funnick stepping in, disarming, and dishing out the burst, they will exchange tips.
If he had died there on TA, I think that's like GG. So, huge kill there, getting the momentum swing back in favor of the TA. Troll, still absolutely free farming. What is he choosing to go? Cues up the Battle Fury, my man. Hit some creeps in a way. Let's go.
And you think that's the best build to go for here?
Yeah, I think once he gets like 4-slotted, they will never kill him ever again. So I think in that type of game as Troll, they have very few stuns. I'm very shocked they picked Disruptor. I love playing Troll Warlord into Disruptor because you don't really care all that much about being locked in place. You just want to be able to attack on Troll. He's a ranged carry that loves attacking, and yeah, he ideally wants to be melee, but you're not going to get kited, right, by stuff that doesn't stun you. So really like this matchup. Surprised they picked it. Feel good about that. He's going to go for the Ring of Health in the side shop. Maybe? No. He's going to save up for some damage items or something. Let's just wait and see. No, he just farmed some neutrals. Broom Handle, quite the nice item on him. As we see Leshrac getting gone on the mid lane. No mana for Glimpse. Does have Mango, though. And chooses not to go for it, though.
With the stun, but with Solo behind, he could just, Fate's Edict Oracle loves working with Lesh because Lesh is never really right-clicking in these fights. You just give him a Fate's Edict and he'll just null void all magic damage.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. On the other hand, you want to. The TA has no desire to get Fate's Edict because
True.
That's the weird synergy that we have with Leshrac Oracle is that Diabolic being physical, you can still do damage through that Fate's Edict to the TA. And Fated Brooch found on TA, one of my favorite, if not my favorite, neutral item in Tier 1. Zayak. So much pressure on the mid lane. I love how they're invading this TA's farm. Meanwhile, the Troll Warlord is just chilling.
Yeah, Troll Roll is chilling and Rezo's chilling bottom lane. Like one side recognizes that Rezo's good on his own. He has just been threatening this mid lane as much as possible. Attempted deny there from Miposhka is not going to be successful. It is no one who picks up the tower on his Lesh. He's now level 8.5 and looking to move into a Yule's build-up, and he's also going to be taking away a bit of the side farm from what the TA could take. There's no hefty stack game, it looks like, for the TA right now.
Oh, triple stack here. Stealing it. Does have the TA trap scouting him, so if they choose to go for him, which they're not, so no mana.
Yeah, all the stacks, unfortunately, were in the scary half of the map for HR.
How did he just clear a triple stack and Resolution finds 2 neutral items? That's so strange.
Funny how that works.
Yeah.
All right. Troll one step closer for that Battle Fury is a nice pickup there. But as we see, Virtus.pro looking through this bottom lane. We're getting close to support. Should be getting to level 6s, and we could see some heavy action happening as a duel does break out bottom lane. They're looking to go for the first takedown of Nyx, but help is nearby. Here comes Funnick rolling on through, gets the bump onto Rezo. No one shows himself, but no one.
I think they might just be dead here.
Hasn't found an opportunity to open up yet. There we go. Runs in, looks to walk everybody back home. Poshka is just like, I can't do anything. And just gets ran down. And now VP could just take over this bottom lane.
Yeah, I don't know what HR was intending with this draft. Disruptor's really only good when he's ahead, and they have this Oracle Troll, and you have Phoenix plus the Pangolier off lane. You're not winning that lane, so you're not going to get ahead. You have 2 cores that want to farm for at least 15 minutes, so Disruptor's effectively useless. Oracle might actually be able to live here in his own fountain, and he does. Not even close. Mid lane, meanwhile, just walking at the TA as we're seeing once again. He's going to most likely go down. He's really trying to man up, tower, and Melt Strike doing a lot of damage, but clearly not enough, and this is what I was concerned about. We are seeing it come into fruition for VP as Pangolier goes for the snipe glimpse. Now what?
Pull back. Earn is there, though.
He's discoing out of here. Squash in 3. He's going for it. He rolls up.
Get him, Funnick!
The tower's like killing him, though.
Get him! Aw, diverts to the right.
Weaver's coming, maxed out Sakuchi.
No one gives him the clap for it. But Funnick not able to get the snipe there, and that's an ulti, unfortunately, well wasted.
I don't know what Blitz was thinking with this draft. HR, bit puzzled here. Bottom lane, we see the Phoenix get dueled up. Winning is Resolution. It seems so straightforward for this game moving forward. Troll has no counters moving forward. Ricky and TA, he does not mind playing those matchups at all. No stuns on the supports, only the disarm, which can be purged off by the Oracle's Fortune End, as well as the Troll Ultimate, as well as the Legion. Press the attack. He is just geared up to carry the F out of this game.
Well, they pinged like they saw that smoke, but to be honest with you, I don't know how they saw it. They do have a ward on the low ground. Whatever the case may be, HR are privy to the rotation from Virtus.pro, and I imagine they have to respect that. Virtus.pro are just starting to swell up a bit in this shift to the mid game. 4K net worth advantage. I imagine as Resolution will have duels available, they will try to make something happen with it. Rezo's trying to move himself into a Blink Dagger now, and that's when things can really get unhinged for Virtus.pro. Zayech, pesky-ass Weaver, now level 7. It's almost like he has 2 lives on this little support.
This is the Weaver build I like to see. The earn bunch of mana regen, you're just running around the map.
And then later you can get the Ags, bail out a Troll in trouble. Sounds too good. Imagine you have Weaver and Oracle. I mean, you might as well, and Troll has an Aegis, you might as well have like 4 lives.
My initial impression is that Weaver 3 or 4 is actually pretty broken. It's a pretty strong laner in tandem with most other either support combos if it's a melee hero or a ranged or a melee core hero, just depending on what you're going with. And that save with that Ags late game is just absolutely uncounterable. Like, what do you do? How do you counter? Like, you don't want to do damage over time because you can just walk away, and if you try to burst them, then they get time-lapsed.
Yeah, really just shy on some disable. Oh, they'll snipe down this disruptor.
That's just allowing Legion to duel.
Ooh, free damage.
He W'd himself first on Legion before the slow. Didn't think about the trap potential, and he's fine.
That trap saves Miposhka.
Weaver scouting out. Does have Blink Dagger on TA. Roger taking the dead lane farm bottom. Meanwhile, IL2W has that 14-minute Battle Fury with Tread's double Wraith Band. He is yoked. Ricky working on his defusal, 100 gold off. That could be go time for VP, or for Hellraisers, excuse me, but I think VP honestly has the tools to deal with this Ricky just in their heroes. Oracle's going to be the one that has to be careful.
Yeah, certainly. But it is Solo, a veteran in his own right, and knows proper positioning, I'd imagine.
Bottom, he got netted. Oh my god, the permanet on Phoenix. Uses the ultimate to slice the extra
up the
attack
Phoenix.
speed.
That might be the call for a move here at the top. There's the glimpse back. They're trying to snipe down Little Oracle. Jump in from Nyx. Makes it all but certain. And HR get a kill on the board. It feels like it's been a while. But a little bit of positivity shining their way.
That troll's just so far, man. He has absolute free array to the bottom half of the map.
And now he Yules onto Ricky.
Perfectly timed stun. Dust.
And the duel. They just make easy work.
Now what for HR? Are they going to try to take this fight? Time lapse is off the disruptor.
Glimpse back.
Strike.
There's Rezo. No one nearby, but gets bumped from the egg. Oh, look at Weaver going to that egg. Wants to pop it and does it by himself. And then Sakuchi's out from potential trouble. If that's the solo job of the Weaver, that's a great job in its own right.
Nice
Funnick gonna go down and pay the price. No one on a killing spree. Virtus.pro. It is all them right now in game number 3.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems pretty hopeless for HR. They have 2 snowballing cores, and even Disruptor I would consider a snowballing support, and they are doing the opposite of that. This is the reverse snowball strat coming out from HR.
And when you talk more about how much potential there is with this Weaver support, it does offer a lot to the table, and it's hard to look at from HR's perspective, you know, where the holes are. I mean, sure, you could say that Virtus.pro support staff also lacks, you know, stuns a bit, but it seems like it doesn't really matter at all, to be honest with you. If they have someone like Rezo now in full form and ready to go with a Blink Dagger, that could be all the lockdown you need.
This does not look like a first-round troll pick in regards to the lineup that HR has constructed.
Yeah, to deal with it,
yeah,
or to match it.
You literally have no stuns.
It feels like HR just tried to go back to what they felt were comfort picks for themselves after what happened in game 2. Like, oh, let's get that disruptor back. That felt good from game 1. And, you know, Ricky's always nice. Nyx, that's your favorite, right? All right, let's go. But maybe not giving enough attention or respect to Virtus.pro and what they're drafting.
I'm just glad one of these games went the way I envisioned it, because so far these teams have been quite back and forth. As we see a solo kill on the Weaver, that's a good start for Nyx.
You can't slither away from that one, little Weaver. Oh, jump in. Here we go. That's a dead bird. Oh,
no dual damage though.
Solo didn't want to go for the Fate Seedic snipe, or maybe didn't have the mana for it to help for the finish. But okay, nice bailout there from Solo with the false promise. But Lesh is eating so much damage. He does have the salve. Yeah, I was gonna say the salve. Man, that salve gaming is so good on false promise.
Dude, that's huge. I don't want to say good. That's the A-class, world-class tier Oracle play that Insania was talking about at the summit, where he's like, you're a noob as Oracle if you're not carrying at least one salve with you.
Certainly
But he's even ferrying another one.
I agree, and that's Exhibit A if I've ever seen it.
It's 800 health during the Oracle ulti, right?
Yep.
You can't get rid of it. Because you don't take damage, so you can't remove the heal.
Yep,
and,
it's a guaranteed.
That's a game-winning salve, or a game-securing salve. You know, he might have died on the Leshrac there, and even Legion has 2 salves. I guess those are for himself, though. Greedy bastard.
Just in case she's in a position where she gets false promise. We check the replay. The moment of brilliance here, set up from Rezo. I know it's hard to say. Solo was popping the clarity and trying to rush out some extra mana, but look at the bailout and the salve. And even though it feels like he is greatly surrounded and can't do anything, that heal just gives so much and allows the Lesh to just continue and go unchained. Wonderfully done there from the Oracle to bail them out. And indeed, the Weaver is looking to move into the Aghanim's next. So where you will not have a false promise, you will soon also have a time lapse. And I really don't know what HR can do at that point to try to shut down these mighty cores. Troll already has the extra life, pocketing that Aegis, and suddenly Virtus.pro are coming and knocking on the tier 2.
As Troll's just so yoked, has the S and Y, building all the luxury items his heart could ever dream of.
Can hearts dream?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I thought about that after I said it, but thanks for calling me out.
In Wizard of Oz, I'm sure it's true. They take down the tier 2, and the Riki soon to follow. With the Yule set up, there's really no chance. The egg is nearby, and then a rolling ball, but that egg cracks, that ball bounces out, and Virtus.pro just seem unstoppable. Game 1, that was a fluke.
Just stun them, lol. That's what I would give it my advice to HR, but pretty hard with the heroes they have currently.
And now, Troll free to go absolutely ham on these racks with the extra life. He has no fear in the world. TI's behind, cutting the wave, getting rid of the catapult. And our new odds.
That's a free $15 on my $100 bet right there for Virtus.pro.
1-5.
I'm not actually betting, guys. I'm kidding.
Oh, mid lane, jump in, duel. Wow, Roger just got back. And we'll have to do another waiting session on the sidelines here. And
yeah, they do have the Deso TA, so maybe they can look to burst somebody. But Bloodstone on Lesh.
Let's see here. How much damage can you do to Little Rezo? It gives him Fate's Edict, even though not too much magic damage.
Oh, God.
Whoa,
Panic
okay,
ulti
Solo,
from Oracle
relax,
there.
relax. Fate's Edict over there, False Promise over there. You gotta settle down.
It is on cooldown now, but I don't think they really care. Oracle's dead anyway. He didn't have his ult anyway. Let him go.
Yeah.
Might result in them backing off, though, because that's...
They got what they needed, but maybe they're getting greedy and want to make use out of the Aegis.
I like what
before it
ILTW is doing. You want to retreat like this against Disruptor, because otherwise you get yanked away from your team too far.
Yeah, they're trying to walk
Oh,
him
the net,
back.
the
He's
net.
ready for the glimpse back. Decides to go toe-to-toe with Funnick. Is welcome with a good net, but eventually they do isolate the Troll. Can they finish him off? He's getting off way too much damage for this first life of his Aegis, and he's able to mow down the TA. Are you serious now? Oh my God. Virtus.pro, I think they got this one in the bag and then some. Let's go ahead and just make the cherry on top as they take the TA2. She is out. That was her buyback, Brian. This one's over. This has got to be over soon, right? Yep, it's over.
So. About 4 seconds.
Gosh.
I'm disappointed in Hellraisers after that Game 1 performance. I don't know if I'm more impressed with VP coming back after a shaky Game 1 or more disappointed about the HR.